What's up guys, it's Bye here with another Rise of Kingdoms video. Before going into today's video, I have a secret that I want to reveal to you guys. I have a spy account in 1916. I was going to use it when I had to face 1916 in KvK, but today I will be using that account to share with you guys some top secret informations. And that is the ranking in Lost Kingdom C11063. The one and only free for all KvK to date in Rise of Kingdom. So first, we will go to some of the rankings. So I think a lot of you guys want to know more information about what the top ranks in Zit's KvK. Then I want to talk about 1916 cam versus 1846 cam. We will go over some number, and at the end, I will tell you guys what I think. And at the very end of this video, I will be making a big announcement regarding this KvK. So stay tuned until the end if you want to know what that announcement is. So let's go right into here with some of the rankings. So first, let's go to the Alliance Power ranking and see here. So we got at number 1, we got Z415 at rank number 1 here. 15.2 billion power, very big power there. And then we got 1846 at rank number 2 here, BIA 14 billion. WIB here from 1846 as well at 13.2 billion here. So like two very big alliance there from 1846. We got another big alliance here from 1415 here as well. K415 12.8, so almost 13 billion power here. And at 5th, we got 1916 at 12.5 billion. T2A, SQ16 from 1916 as well, ranked at number 6 at 12 billion. We got 1846 here, right? Ranked number 7, LIU, 12 billion. 1855, ranked number 8, CBL here, 11.6 billion here. Pretty strong, right? Pretty strong alliance here from 1855. We got K916 from 1916 as well, 11.2 billions. And we got another big alliance here from 1916 here, T2AR, 10.7 billions. So we don't see like some. So from the first things that I saw is that I'm seeing some really big alliance from 1415 and 1846, but I see more like medium-sized alliance from 1916. So look like in 1916 they are not trying to putting all the big players in one alliance. Instead they kind of like try to spread it out, I think. So that we see like, so we got T2A here like 12.5 billions. We got K916 at 11.2 billion here. We also got SQ16 at 12 billion here, right? We got a few, like a few from T2A 1916 here, right? I think about four alliance above 10 billions. Instead of having like 2 or 3 alliance at above 13-12 billion here. So that is the top 10. So the top 10 alliance in Z Lost Kingdom. Next one, let's go to some of the alliance skill. So for alliance skill ranking, right, we got 2 alliance here from 1846 ranked at number 1 and 2. So very strong and big fighting alliance, I would say. 152 billion kills. For WIB, 146 billion kill for BIA. So very strong, 2 very strong fighting alliance there. Z415 at rank number 3 at 138 billion kill here as well. Very high. T2A is not too far behind, right? 113 billion is not too low, right? Pretty strong, solid fighting alliance here from 1916, 113 billions. We got LIU here, another big alliance here from 1846 at 96.5 billion here. Wow, very good. CBL here from 1855 at 84 billions. Okay, we got some representation here from 1855. We got 1415 here, right? K415, 81 billions. Pretty solid. SQ16 here, Suicide Squad from 1916 at 69 billions. K916 here from 1916 as well at 67 billion kills. Pretty solid, right? Pretty solid number. Remember, like some of the alliance, they have a lot of younger players, I guess, and that is probably the reason why their kills are a little bit low compared to some of the other alliance that have a lot of like immigrants and old players, I would say. And at number 10, we got 1910, right? 55 billion kill here. It's not too bad. Here is a list for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you guys are interested into to see who's the top 20. But I think the most important are the top 10, I would say, right? We got represent from most of the kingdom here. 1910, 1916, 1855, 1846. Look like I'm missing a kingdom. 1829. Okay, 1829 almost make it to top 10. 1886 as well. So 1829, 1886 almost make it to top 10 there. So that is the top alliance skill. Let's look at the individual kill here, guys. Legend Ronnie, one of the content creator here, is ranked number 1 at the kill point here, 7 billion. So very, very high kill points for him. Moko fight, supposed to be like one of the football players, soccer player from 1846 here. Very, very famous player, and supposed to be very, very strong fire. So we'll see what he's gonna do in this KvK. 6.8 billion here. We got like another player here. Must be a French, right? Is it like a French name? 6.5 billion here, right? Soviet Supreme. 6 billion here. Very, very big player here from 1846. Zefti, 6 billion. Wow, very, very high amount of kill here. A lot of big fighter from 1846 for sure, right? You can see that they are dominating at the top, right? Even though they're not at rank number 1, but they are definitely dominating at the top kill here. For the leaderboard here for the kills. A lot of 1846 player here, right? 1415 as well, right? We don't see a lot of like 1916 player at the top. We got Ceiling here, right? One player from 1916 at the top here. But I'm seeing a lot of 1846 player and a lot of 1415 player as well. So kind of give you guys an idea here to see like what the individual kills look like. Which kingdom have a like hard fighting player? Oh, we got a kill here, right? One of my old alliance member, right? He is from 1291. So very, very strong, very active fighter here from 1916. Pay to lose. We got a pay to lose here from 1916 to T2A. Oh my god. We're seeing some 1916 player, but mostly I am seeing a lot of a 1846 player and 1415 player. So that is the ranking for the kill. Let's check the resource getting here. Wow, we got a 1916 player at top farmer. Wow, 28 billions. 28 billion farming here, way ahead of the rest of the other player here, right? Everybody else is like below 5 billion at least. Okay, so we got like a big farmer in 1916. All right, so with that was the rankings, right? I hope I can show you guys some of the rankings there if you guys are wondering what some of the rankings look like in the Lost Kingdom. Next up, we go talk about what's going to happen if 1916 going to fight 1846, right? If the two cam, the fire cam and the earth cam going to fight each other. So here, so we have a 1916. We have a 1916 here. 1916, 1886 cam. Going to fight again 1862 and 1846 cam, right? The fire cam and the earth cam here. Very, very high chance that the two cam gonna go at each other when the lower 4 paths open. So what do I think? What's gonna happen? So I will prepare another spreadsheet here for you guys just to show some of the number here to see, right? I'll tell you guys what my opinion is. So in terms of power, right, we have about 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got about a 9 alliance here from 1916, and here's the power. And we got T2A at 12.2 billion, SQ16 at 12 billion, K916 at 11 billion, and so on and so on. And with that, 1916 total alliance power, right, around 82 billion here in terms of like total power, or like all of the, I would say all of like the alliance that can fight, all the power combined, it's around 82 billion. And we look on the other side with 1846 here, right? 1846 we have 2, 4, 6 alliances. We got BIA 14 billion, WIB 13 billion here, LIU 12.4 billion, SIN 8 billion, FFS 6.2, and FTH 5.5 billion here. With that, that total power is around 59 billion, 60 billion here. So we are looking at like a 22, right? 22, 23 billions differences here. And in terms of like kills, right? Here is the kill. Here are the kill for each alliance. And if I'm adding up these total kills here for 1916, I am getting around 273 billion kills. And for 1846, right, we are getting about 443 billion kill here, which is not like a big difference. Consider there are a lot of things can factor in terms of like how many new players each of the kingdom has. So I would say pretty close, but like the power differences is huge, right? I would say 23 billion powers difference is pretty big when it comes to like compare the kingdom. So if only 1916 going against 1846 1-on-1, I definitely would say that 1916 will have very high chance of beating 1846. At least I would say around 9% chance. Around 9% chance that 1916 will beat 1846 if they are going 1v1. If only those two kingdoms going at each other. But in this KvK, we have like a camp system where you have more than one kingdom in one camp. And as you can see, we have a 1916 and 1886 in one camp, and we have 1846 and 1862 in another camp. So we also had to consider 1886 and 1862 fighting power and kills. So here are some of the alliance in 1886 here, right? 3 alliance, RK86, DK86, and 868F here. And with those 3 alliances, their total power is around 20 billion. And there are the kill for them, 64.9, 65 billion kills here for the 3 alliance combined. And for 1862, I am seeing 4 alliances, and their total power are 27 billions, and their total kill are around 81, 82 billion kills here. So because of the camp system, we had to add the total power of 1916 and 1886 together, and we had to add the total power of 1846 and 1862 together here. So when we add the two power together, we got 102 billion here, 102 billion versus 86, 87 billion here. So now we are only looking at about 15 billion powers in difference, right? And for the kills, if you look at the kill right now, the kill is up higher, right? It now is more like a 4 to 5 here, right? Before here it's like a 3.8, right? 3.7 for 4.4 here. So the difference is not big. But now when you add the kill together here for both kingdoms together, I would say 1846 and 1862, I would say they definitely have a better fire in those two kingdoms. So now we are talking about the power differences, right? There are only about 15 billion power in difference. Now we are talking about if 1916 going against 1846 scam, it's more about like quantity, right? Quantity versus quality here. So we got 1916 cam with slightly more, right? About 15 billion more powers for every all alliance combined here. And we got 1846 and 1862 combined together at around 86.5 billion here. So they're like a 15 billion powers differences. People might think that 15 billion powers can be like a big number. But if you consider, right, if you eliminate these small alliances here, right, because most of the time these small alliances doesn't contribute a lot in KvK. So like, yes, right, they can add up to like Z2 alliance here alone, right, add up to that 15 billion power alone, those 2 alliance. But because of their power is very low, right, and especially their kill contribution is pretty low as well, I don't expect a lot of like contribution coming from them into this KvK, to be honest with you guys. So you can definitely eliminate those like 15 billion powers differences. So as of right now, like if you ask me if the fire cam going against the earth cam, so fire cam is 1916 1886 versus 1846 and 1862 earth cam here. To be honest with you guys, my initial thought when I say in one of my earlier video, I say that 1846 going to lose again 1916. I did not consider the two additional kingdoms into the equation there. But now, when I add up the two kingdoms for each cam here together, or when I'm comparing now, when I'm comparing the cam power instead of just the kingdom power here, I think 1846 cams, the Earth cam, have very good chance of beating 1916 cam, and I definitely think that the fire cam is gonna be in trouble. I definitely think that the fire cam is gonna be in trouble going against the Earth cam. Um, and as of right now, I would think that 1846 they have a higher chance of winning. To be honest with you guys, even though there are like a 15 billion power in difference, but as I mentioned to you guys, right? Like these small alliances here, in terms of power, they not gonna help a lot. They wouldn't be able to contribute a lot here, right? So we seeing like a big difference in power, but those small alliances, like I wouldn't count too much on them. To be honest with you guys, so as of right now, I think 1846 they definitely have the quality, right? I think they definitely have a stronger fires, more active fires, more big spenders. I would say comparing to 1916. Some of their players can. I think some of 1846 players they are capable of like doing 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3, and that definitely going to make up for that lack of power there. And like I think they are more willing, right? I think a lot of their players are more willing to sacrifice more as well. Especially a lot of their players have pretty high power, so they can afford to lose more power. Comparing to like when you think about like an alliance with a lot of players around like 50 million and 60 million powers, those players they are more reluctant to sacrifice the troop because they are still at that growing stage where they want to conserve their power, where they want to focus more on growing instead of like sacrificing. I would say that is my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think that like when you fight like a much established alliance with like a lot of like experience and long time players, uh, and those players that have a pretty decent power, I think those players they are more willing to sacrifice their troop more compared to like the players are still growing, they are still building the account. I think that might be one of the issues that I might see with 1916, and because of that, I think I think 1846, the Earth Camp, will have a higher chance of beating 1916. To be honest with you guys, just because now I am taking in consideration of 1862. With 1862 into the equation here, it is looking better for 1846. Um, so because of that, because I think that 1916 is going to have a very hard time against 1846 scam, I have decided to use my spy account to help 1916 fight in this KvK. So that is the last one of the announcement I want to make today. So I will be using my spy account in 1916 to help fighting against 1846 because I think they're going to need some help. To be honest with you guys, even though the number, like in terms of power, they're looking better, but I think 1916 got be in big trouble. So I always wanted to fight 1846 as well. So I'll be using my spy account to try to help as much as I can. Okay. So when this KvK happens or when the level 4 pass open, right? If if the timing working out for me, I will try to stream it, and I will try to help 1916 fight against 1846. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy watching these videos. Thanks for watching, guys.